children, how are you all? I'm really happy to welcome you all to this video session, children. In today's class, we are going to learn the chapter 2, that is integers. Shall we begin the class, children? Yes? Now, before going into the topic, let us go through the learning objectives of this topic. To understand the necessity for extension of whole numbers to negative numbers. To know that the collection of 0, positive and negative numbers forms integers. To represent integers on the number line. To compare and arrange integers in ascending and descending order. So these are the 4 learning objectives of the topic integers. Whole numbers. What are whole numbers, children? When we add 0 to the set of natural numbers, then the set formed is known as whole numbers. That is, 0 along with natural numbers form the whole numbers. So now we have represented the number line of whole numbers. So as you can see, 0 followed by the other natural numbers. Okay. Now, if we extend the above number line beyond 0 to its left, a new set of numbers -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. called integers are formed. Okay. So what we are doing? We are going to extend the above number line beyond 0 and to the left side of 0. So if we extend, what happens? So we get negative values, that is -1, -2, -3, etc. It goes on in the left side of 0. So now we have represented the number line with 0, positive integers on the right and negative integers on the left. Yes, children? Now, what are integers? Integers is a collection of 0 natural numbers, that is positive numbers, okay, and their additive inverse. Additive inverse are nothing but negative numbers. So integers is a collection of 0 natural numbers and their additive inverse. It is denoted by the letter Z. Now, let us look at some of the examples of integers in real life. So here, integers are used to represent the positive and negative temperatures that the earth faces. Okay. Next example is for the sea level. So here, 1025 meters above sea level is represented as a positive value, while 155 meters below sea level is represented as a negative value. Yes. Next example, integers and savings and loans. Getting paid and savings are positive, while loans and debts are negative amounts. So these are a few examples of integers used in daily life. Okay, children? Now, let us learn to represent integers on the number line. Example, draw a number line and mark the integers 6, -5, -1, 4 and -7 on it. For this, first let us draw the number line consisting of 0, positive integers and negative integers. Okay. So after drawing the number line, let us mark the integers one by one. So first it is given that 6. So 6 is a positive number. So we are going to mark 6 on the positive side. So we have marked 6. Next, -5. So -5 is on the negative side. So let us mark -5. Next, -1. Yes. So that is also marked. Next we'll move on to 4. 4 is on the positive side. And finally we have to mark -7. So we'll mark -7. So this is how we are going to represent integers on the number line. Understood, children? Opposite of a number. For every positive integer, there is a corresponding negative integer and vice versa. So for every positive integer, there is a corresponding negative integer. Yes? The opposite of each integer is shown below. So now we have represented a number line and we have drawn the opposites of each of the numbers. So for 1, the opposite number is -1. Similarly for 2, the opposite is -2. For 3, it is -3, and so it goes on. Okay, children? Children, now let us move on to exercise 2.1. Under that, the first sum, fill in the blanks. Subdivision 1. The potable water available at 100 meter below the ground level is denoted as dash meter. So while looking at the examples of integers in real life, we can say that sea level, we just saw a picture regarding sea level, right? So water above the sea level is represented as positive integer and water below the sea level, okay, it is represented as negative integer. So here the question is that the potable water available at 100 meters below the ground level is denoted as. So here we have to know that it is below. So how will you represent below? As a negative value. So the answer is -100 meter. Yes? Now second question. A swimmer dives to a depth of 7 feet from the ground into the swimming pool. The integer that represents this is dash feet. Yes? So here also the same thing. So what is the answer? -7 feet. Yes, children? Subdivision 3. -46 is to the dash of -35 on the number line. So we want to write which side, whether it is left or to the right of -35. We know that negative values are on the left side of the number line. So -46 will be to the left or to the right? It will be to the left of -35. Yes? Next, subdivision 4. There are dash integers from -5 to +5, both inclusive. That is, both -5 and 5 are included. We want to write how many integers are there from -5 to +5. So for this, we'll draw the number line. So we have to count how many integers are in between -5 and 5. So if we count the number of integers, taking into account the numbers -5 and +5, we can say there are 11 integers. Okay? Next, subdivision 5. Dash is an integer which is neither positive nor negative. So which is an integer that is neither positive nor negative? Answer is 0. Yes, children? Question number 2. Say true or false. Under that first subdivision, each of the integers -18, 6, -12, 0 is greater than -20. Yes or no? Yes. -18, 6, -12, 0 are greater than -20. Yes, so the answer is true. Subdivision 2. -1 is to the right of 0. So on the number line, we check what happens. Is -1 to the right side of 0? No, it is on the left side of 0. So it is false. Okay, children? Next, subdivision 3. -10 and 10 are at equal distance from 1. Are they at equal distance? No. No. Yes? So the answer is false. Next, we'll move on to fourth subdivision. All negative integers are greater than 0. Is it? No. So the answer is false. Next, fifth subdivision. All whole numbers are integers. Yes or no? True, they are integers. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the third question. Mark the numbers 4, -3, 6, -1 and -5 on the number line. Solution. So for this, first we have to draw the number line. Okay. So after drawing the number line, let us mark the numbers. So first we have to mark 4. So 4 is positive value. So you're going to mark 4 on the right side of 0. Next, -3. -3 is negative. We're going to mark -3 on the left side of 0. 6 is a positive value. So it has to be marked on the right side of 0. -1 again, it is a negative value. So it has to be marked to the left side of 0. And finally, -5 is again a negative value. So it has to be marked on the left side of the value 0. Okay. So this is how we have marked the numbers 4, -3, 6, -1 and -5 on the number line. Understood, children? So children, with this we'll wind up the topic for today's video session, and we'll continue the remaining topics in the next video session. Okay children, thank you and take care.